Hey guys, it's the Train Freak, and I got something in the mail today from Amazon Prime. Some things that I ordered to help with my live streams starting in September with the Sidetrack Sunday crew. And then I've also got some items that I picked up from the Jacksonville train show in Jacksonville, Arkansas. That was this past weekend. And that's the reason why I didn't give, my normal weekly layout update videos. So before I get to those, I always want to remind everyone who watches my videos to, and make sure you shade in the bell so that way you get the future notifications, because if you don't do it, you're going to miss out on some of the things such as the subscriber contest that I'm doing for every 100 subscribers. Speaking of, we just awarded the 200 subscriber yesterday, and he did contact me, and I will be sending that to him in the mail. So right now the next contest is going to be at 300. One of the things that helps is, clicking the thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up. That helps with YouTube's algorithms, so that way I can get my videos out to the public a lot easier, through the impressions, on the side of the videos that they watch. They might want to watch one of my videos. And so that will actually help get it to where my numbers will increase faster, so that way we can hold more contests, more prizes for y'all. Alright, so let me go ahead and open this box, because I really don't want to try to do it one-handed with the knife in my hand. So let me get the box open, and I will show you what I ordered, and then I will share with you the items that I picked up from the train show. Alright, so these two boxes, the UB size and the newer, are the two items that I ordered off of Amazon Prime. So let's start off with the newer. Let's see what all came in it. As long as they ain't got tape, this will make my job easy. And of course, there we go. And I'm going to try to do this without shaking the camera too much. Eventually, one of these days, I will get one of these phone tripods. Alright, so what we have is a recording microphone user guide. Good information. Something with customer service. Oh. So what I ended up getting, USB cable, is a USB microphone that comes with a boom stand and this little guy here. I don't know if you can see it through the plastic, but this is called a P-pop filter. So that way when, you're saying words that have the P sound, you don't hear the puff, puff, puff. So something good to have on a microphone if you're going to end up using a, studio quality mic. And then with the boom, I wanted something, wow, they actually sealed all of the plastic, so unless you can rip it open one-handed, you ain't getting it out. But this thing here is what your microphone would attach to, and it's got rubber bands on it, and that kind of helps keep the microphone from shaking, so that way you don't lose any of your audio quality. So, and then of course, this is the clamp for the boom. The boom would actually go right there where my thumb is putting the impression in there. And here's the boom itself. And the microphone that I got is a newer NW8000 USB. I'm probably going to... Oh, this one looks like I might be able to open it. I've got a little bit of tape. So let's take a look and see what this microphone has. Alright, it's pretty lightweight. Got the USB connection there. And it looks like it has a screw on, so maybe that's where you could barely, I don't know if you can see the threads. There you go. But down in there, I guess that's what screws on into here, maybe. I'm not seeing anything on that. It looks like that just kind of clamps around the mic. So we'll have to see how all this works here in a little while. But I like how the USB connection's right there. And then if I want to use the foam pad, I can just do that like so. So, I don't know much about the newer. Heath from Humanity Junction kind of pushed this one on to me to try out. And so I'm going to see how this thing works. Alright, let's go on to the next item. So we have, oops, sorry. This is called UB size, or that's the manufacturer. Alright, let's get this opened and pulled out. Oh, it's a little baggy. That's nice. Another little box that says UB size. How about that? And another box that says UB size. Well, I guess we got UB sizes and UB size. So, let's see what we have in here. This is going to be... Man, this is fancy how they just package that. I mean, that is just a nice felt bag. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get all these bags open, and then I will show you what I have. Okay, so I went ahead and opened everything except for that. So, you know how I kind of told you earlier in the video that I said one of these days I will get the phone tripod thing? Well, actually, that's what this is. So, I kind of fibbed to you earlier. But this is one that actually the phone will mount in the middle. This is an actual light. So, instead of ordering a softbox light, this is the actual light in itself. And you can connect it to a USB for power. This could be connected to either a laptop, or if I have like an electrical receptacle that's got the USB plugs built into it, or even one of those USB portable batteries. It will power off of that. This here is the Bluetooth thing, so I can actually, and it's for both iOS and Android. Come on. Yeah. iOS is up here, Android's up there. It's like it doesn't want to focus. There it goes. I guess I had to get my whole hand close to it. And so you can actually click on this, and it's supposedly, with your phone mounted in selfie mode, it's supposed to start your recordings for you, and then you can hit the button again and stop the recordings. And it looks like it uses a small CMOS battery, so that's not too shabby. And then on the reviews, here's the light. You've got your on, off. 3 different light settings. It's supposed to be like warm, daylight, and then whichever one's in the middle of that. And then you got 11 different brightness levels per each, thing. I'm sure this little manual here will say actually how many different light levels there are, maybe. Here we go. White, warm yellow, and warm white. So those are your 3 different colors. And like I said, you could hook it to a computer, portable source, a laptop, and then the one they didn't include is if you have one of those electrical outlets that's got the USB plugs in them. I've got a few of them around the house, and those are worth having, let me tell you. Especially like if you like to charge your phone and stuff. And then it even has a little manual for the little Bluetooth remote shutter thing, which is really nice. So that was the items that I ordered off of Amazon. I will actually provide the links for you in the description below, so that way if you're interested in getting those items as well, then you know where I got them and where to get them. Alright, so let's go on to the train show. I actually got some really good deals. So the prices that you see on these items is not what I paid for them. Because if you wait till the very end of the show, a lot of people don't want to pack a lot of the stuff up. So you end up getting stuff for stupid cheap prices. This car here, I paid $1.50 for. This is a HO scale Santa Fe. I'm assuming that's a 2-bay hopper. I don't know what exactly they would carry in this, if it was maybe cement or sand or anything like that. For you big railroad buffs out there that know exactly kind of what the commodities these cars carried, I would appreciate it. I know the Flying Crow, he's a good one that knows a lot of this info. So if you want to fill me in on what this Santa Fe car would carry, I greatly appreciate it. The next one I got, I paid $1.50 for. This is a Fremont, Elkhorn, and Missouri Valley Railroad, which is a subsidiary of the Chicago Northwestern. Now this is a very old car, and it's weighted pretty nice, and it's got not necessarily Katy couplers on there, but it's got, you know, the knuckle couplers. And this one has plastic wheels, which I'll have to change, but this is an actual all-wood car that someone painted. So I thought that was not a bad buy for $1.50, a solid wood box car. And like I said, it weighs more than that Santa Fe over there. Then I paid $2 for this. This is a corrugated iron fence kit. So I'm wanting a scrapyard on my layout, and if I'm not mistaken, I kind of looked into this, and this is all metal. I mean, this is heavy. And it looks like all I got to do is just measure drill the holes and pop it in after I paint it. So I think this is going to turn out really neat. And it even gave me these little bitty hinges to glue on for the gate. So I thought that would be really, really cool to have for my scrapyard. And it's got instructions in here too. So $2 I didn't think was a bad buy. Alright, I paid $1 for these decals here. And these are the ones where I can do, these are for the white Rock Island box cars, but I can do the CNW merger on it. So, I mean, it's micro scale decals, Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific fallen flags. So I thought that would be pretty cool to have. And then I've got 2 pieces of rolling stock. I'll start with the first one. And I paid $26 for both of these, so $13 a piece. This is an 86-foot Pullman Standard High Cube box car, Santa Fe. I thought that was really cool how it had Ford Motor Company on there. But this is what they would carry auto parts in. And typically with these 80-footers, you would see a double in the center, or sometimes this is an Athearn blue box. It's not a Bev Bell, but I got the blue Canadian National that's got 4 plug doors. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now these do have plastic, or this one has plastic wheels, but they do have Katy couplers on them. That's all the guy. I bought some pieces from him in the past, and he makes sure that all of his stuff has Katys on them. And I can't tell if this one has plastic or metal wheels on it, but if it's got plastic wheels, it will have to be updated. And then another vendor ended up having this, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want this for my layout. This is an Athearn ready to roll with Economy, or Soundtrack's Economy sound pre-installed. This is a Southern Pacific SD40 in the daylight scheme. So it actually says Southern here and then Pacific under it. You can't see it with the foam. But it's got a bag full of detail parts that I can add on to the trucks, and I don't know where else, probably the top, who knows. But it's got a bag full of detail parts that can be added. And I did test it out, and the sound is pretty good. I mean, it's not Tsunami sound. I mean, Economy is their value line. So if you ever find anything with Economy, the sound is good. It's the amount of features are not there that the Tsunami 2 has. So if you're just wanting sound in a locomotive, you know, Economy is definitely a way to go. I mean, it's a cheaper alternative route, but I gave $180 for this, which I thought was a decent price. So, But, you know, economy, and it's the SD40, the 7342 in the daylight scheme. I know SP had another diesel locomotive in daylight, and there's been different variations of the daylight. The 7342, I've seen pictures of it where the whole body is solid orange, except for the front nose had the paint design like the bloody nose. So instead of the locomotive being gray, they just painted the gray part orange. And then they came back and actually striped the red along the whole side of the locomotive. And I'm sorry if I'm getting off of this, but yeah. So these are the items that I picked up at the train show. I felt like I didn't do too bad getting that. It was actually a pretty decent show for, the fact of the showstopper being around. Which it really didn't stop our show, so I'm going to have to call it the Bugaboo. I think Ralph Greenwood started that one, so the Bugaboo. But yeah, it was a pretty good turnout, and I demonstrated, my soundtrack stuff, so. Alright, well, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to play with this setup, see what this mic sounds like, and play with this, phone stand, and who knows, maybe you'll see a test video on that here shortly. Alright, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Happy railroading. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it. Fill in that bell. Thumbs up. Comment. Be safe. And happy railroading.